Okay, so it's June 2nd, 2013. I get this question a lot from a lot of my athletes and even some of my associates. They start the conversation with, what do you think of? And I'm going to stop right there. They usually will follow up with some other type of program other than what I'm doing. And, usually it's just for conversation and just to kind of pick my brain about certain training methods. And the method that was brought up was a late night infomercial, a body weight only training. I'm not going to give a plug of what it was. It's just, I'm sure you can figure out what it was. But they asked me what I thought of it. And really I try to stop people and say, well, my opinion on exercise programs outside of weightlifting and strength conditioning, I try not to have too much of an opinion on, because I probably don't value it as much as they might. They're looking to sometimes get me to say, hey, I want you to do this instead of the training program that I have you on. And I've just, from experience, I've had that occur. And my response to it is this. With any program, you're going to have limitations. If you want to get stronger, I'm not saying that body weight can't get you stronger. I'm saying it won't get you as strong as you may need to be for competition. I've seen athletes who are great Olympic weightlifters, great lifters, stop lifting and integrate those programs, and the next season get injured, be hurt when they stop lifting and doing the type of movements that really develop overall body strength. A lot of the people that were doing it developed shin splints, and they got hurt. So, not to diss anyone else's program, I've never done those programs. They're not really my cup of tea, so I tend to steer away from them. But the question is always, for me, when asking my opinion about something, I think things have value. They certainly do. If you have nothing else that you can do, and this is what you want to do, then you do it. Perfect. That works. However, it has to come down to two things in my opinion: motivation and consistency. What is your motivation for doing a program? Whatever that may be. They show you a sales pitch in this. And in this sales pitch, they'll say, well, if you don't make it, at least you tried. I think that's kind of a negative thing to kind of put on people, that there's something wrong with them if they can't do it, that you're not tough enough, that you're not skilled enough. Well, no, your program's built for the masses, so, you can't really say, well, you can't put a failure on somebody who's trying to change their life. What is the motivation for doing a program? Is it to get into shape? Well, anything will get you into shape if you do it long enough, and you do it to the point where you are going to feel like you have accurate and acceptable changes for yourself. So motivation is one big thing. And motivation, I don't really think, comes from a sales pitch. I think motivation has to really come from being diligent and looking inside at what you actually want. The second thing I said was consistency. Are you able to keep the pace of a program and do it on a consistent basis, so you're going to have those changes? That works to your motivation as well, to help keep feeding that fire. If it's too much on you and you cannot do it, well, then it's not a program that's proper for you. You're able to move things back, but we as people get very stubborn. Even myself, I get stubborn with things. And to be able to have the idea and the awareness of, maybe I had to back off today or go, that can sometimes be lost with certain programs. That being said, if you put a timetable on somebody and say, within this time period, you must do this, that's great for a goal setting, but it might not be realistic for certain people. Things get in the way, things happen, you fall off. It's easy to fall off with life getting busy, and then where do you go from there? Do you just pick it right back up? Does the person become negative? They said, I shouldn't have missed those 2 days. I had to go away for a business meeting. I wasn't able to do it. This isn't going to work anyway. And then the program fails. They've still got your money. You've still got the DVD. But did it get you what you wanted to do? So with that just being said, I really try to steer clear of those conversations and even give this little talk that I'm giving right now. because I think, as I've said multiple times, everything has value. Where do you place your value? What do you want out of a program? And is it going to develop and deliver the best results in you that you want? So those are just two important questions I think you need to ask yourself whenever you're looking at any type of training program.